John Felt here. This is the Blue Water Outlook Weekly Weather Briefing for May 9th, 2026. Well, through the month of April into early May, it's been pretty active as far as severe weather. Pretty widespread severe storms, some areas of heavy rain and flooding. Looks like it's quieting down a bit. Now, I'm going to put out a post early in the week talking about the severe weather summary and an outlook. I'll look at that in a little bit more detail. But right now, it just looks less active than we've seen in past weeks. Let's get started in today's briefing. Well, I like to start off by taking a look at sort of the action spots, and there will be some severe storms the next couple days along the Oklahoma today and maybe along the south central U.S. tomorrow, so keep that in mind. Actually, an enhanced risk right through here, parts of Texas. We still have this sort of a hint to the briefing. Look at the frost and freeze areas here and the hazardous heat here, so big temperature extremes. Now, last week, these are our severe storm reports, and we did have some severe storms, mainly hail. Lots of hail this year. Have you noticed that? That's the purple diamonds. What's all those blue dots there? Well, that is heavy snow, and there were several feet of snow west of Denver in the higher elevations up to the north, and late season snow, winter storm in those areas. Now, elsewhere, the main axis of heavy rain was over the south central U.S. into the southeast. 1 to 3 inches of rain, and even isolated over 3 inches of rain in those areas. Everywhere else, really pretty quiet last week. Now, last week, as far as temperatures go, the Pacific Northwest experienced unusually warm weather, 5 to 10 degrees, even 15 degrees above normal. Elsewhere, temperatures a little bit cooler than normal, and we had temperatures in blue in the 20s still. So in the Intermountain into the Rockies here, the far upper Midwest, northern plains, still some cool weather. And if we look at the progression of spring, you can see that it's starting to work north again, but we still haven't seen the full leaf bloom up in the upper Midwest and parts of the upper Great Lakes region. Now, rivers, this time of year, sometimes we have our big flooding going on. And right now, some scattered flooding here and there. This is the heavy rain last week, some flooding in the south central U.S. This is from past rain, tributaries, but overall, pretty quiet. And if you take a look at the trajectories of the major rivers, they are receding in most spots. Okay, so let's dig into the jet stream. And it's you're either under this ridge of high pressure here, or you're under this dip in the low pressure here. And if you're under this area associated with this weather pattern, it's cooler than normal. If you're associated with this pattern, it's warmer than normal. So what do we see as we go through the week? Well, the low pressure diminishes and the high pressure gradually takes over most of the nation. That means warmer temperatures in most spots. And you can see this here, the first image top left. Look at the dividing line between that warm weather in the west and the cooler weather in the east. And that pushes eastward as we go through the week. And by middle of the month, late month, most of the nation under that high pressure. And matter of fact, there could be a number of record highs this week. Early in the week, mainly in the west. Latter part of the week, they shift into the plains. So expanding, unusually warm temperature spreading to the east. Now that's a temperature update. Let's take a look at rain, and pretty quiet this week. I don't see a whole lot. Remember, I didn't show a whole lot of severe storms, some severe storm activity in the plains early in the week. Other than that, some rain in the southeast. You know, we still need rain, even though there was some heavy rain in here. This would be really good right here along the Georgia-Florida border. That's where we've had a lot of wildfires due to the drought. Now let's take a look at week 2 right here and look at that big area of above normal temperatures. And finally, looks like some nice weather in the far east with above normal temperatures and dry conditions. So like I said, I think the main theme is the warmth that's over the west is spreading into the central U.S. this week and into the central and east into week 2. That's this week's briefing. Hey, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Take care.